Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Okayama and Tottori online tour. Thank you so much for joining us today on a Saturday afternoon all the way from your home country. And I know most of us are encouraged to stay home, especially friends in Malaysia. We are not really allowed to travel out of the country, but that doesn't mean that you are not allowed to enjoy a slice of the world by going on a virtual tour. So today, allow me to bring you on a journey with me to explore two amazing prefectures of Japan. All right, so my name is Cheesie, and I will be your host for today. Today, I'll be introducing two prefectures in Japan, which is Okayama and Tottori. So for those of you who have not been to these prefectures, you are going to learn all about it. And if you have been to the prefectures, actually, I do have a few secret spots that I would like to share. So I'm sure that some of you do not know my face. So let me introduce myself a little. My name is Cheesie, and I'm a blogger, and I'm a Malaysian currently living in Japan. So I started blogging since 2004. So that is about 17 years. That means I'm very old. Okay. I also have an Instagram account at Cheeseland. So I share all about my adventure in Japan, my Japan travel, and all the hidden gems I discover along the way. So if you are a fan of Japan like me, please do follow me as I will be sharing more about Japan from time to time. Okay, so 47 prefecture missions. So as you know, there are 47 prefectures in Japan, and my mission was to travel to all of them. I made this collage a few days ago. So I've completed the mission 2 years ago in 2019. I've been to all the prefectures, and even though I've completed all of it, my new mission is to visit each prefecture at least 4 times, because there's spring, summer, autumn and winter. So my new mission is 188 times to all the prefectures. All right. Okay, so for those of you who are not so familiar with Japan's archipelago, this is a map of Japan. And as you can see, I'm sure many of you know regions like Hokkaido, Kansai, and Kyushu, but there are actually more regions all across Japan with different kinds of attractions waiting for you to explore. So as I mentioned earlier, today we will be going to two prefectures called Okayama and Tottori, and they are both located in the Chugoku region, which is in purple color over here. So the region is tucked between Kansai and Kyushu over here. And it consists of 5 different prefectures, namely Tottori, Okayama, Hiroshima, Shimane, and Yamaguchi. So we'll be going to Okayama and Tottori today. All right, let's take a look at Okayama Prefecture first. So this little red dot here is Okayama. It's actually a very large prefecture, and it is super accessible. It's very, very easy to access. If you fly in from Kansai Airport, you can easily access with Shinkansen from Shin Osaka Station, which is only 44 minutes away. And if you're flying from Fukuoka, you can also take the Shinkansen to Okayama City, Okayama Station. So next up, we have Tottori Prefecture. So as you can see, this is Okayama, and Tottori is located just above Okayama, and it is facing the Sea of Japan. So Tottori, well, to be honest, it's really off the beaten path. Not many international travelers know about Tottori, but recently it has been gaining a lot of recognition from within Japan and also outside of Japan because of how much allures that it has. And I believe that every single prefecture in Japan is full of its own charm and beauty, and trust me, because I have been to all of them. So, all right, so many of us are pretty used to traveling around Japan using public transport, such as the Shinkansen and the local train or buses. But today I want to recommend self-driving to explore Okayama and Tottori, which is what I did during my trip to these two prefectures. So here are some benefits self-driving using a rental car. So first of all, it gives you incredible flexibility. You know, sometimes you have to wake up and catch the train and rush for the train. So with a car, you don't have to worry about that. And we Malaysians love shopping, right? So if you love shopping, you have a ton of a million shopping bag. You can also just easily put it in your car and just go anytime you like. And also, Malaysians don't really like walking. I know sometimes when we travel with like parents or in-law, they'll be like complaining their knee pain. So with a car, it's very, very convenient. You can move any time that you like. And my favorite about self-driving is that I love exploring all the deeper places of Japan. And usually those places are not very accessible by public transport. So if I have a car, I can get to explore all the destinations that's off the beaten path. So that's really a bonus of renting a car. So there are actually many car rental companies that you can rent your vehicles from, and most of them accept online booking, so you can secure a car before your journey. So for Malaysian, remember that you will need to apply for an international license before you could rent a car in Japan. So you can easily do so at your nearest JPJ. Just show your existing driving license and convert it into a international license. It's very, very simple and it's very important. So don't forget, otherwise you won't be able to drive in Japan. All right, here is a short video that I want to show you when I rent my car.
はい、これ今回の契約書になりますので、こちらにご署名をお願いします。
So once you have shown your documents, you will get your key. So all the cars in Japan is also equipped with GPS, so you don't have to worry about getting lost, and it's in English as well. All right. So next up, there are just a few things that you should note when you drive in Japan. It's pretty straightforward, but there are a few things that you should take note of. First of all, for Malaysia, we are very lucky because in Japan, they drive on the same side, which is on the left side. So that makes driving a breeze. Yeah, we are really used to it already. And of course, in Japan, we have different speed limits. So when you drive on a highway, please look out for the speed limit sign from time to time. And if you're traveling with your family and young children, do note that children below 6 are required to use a child seat, and you can make a reservation, make an advance request when you book your car. So, and of course, always wear a seatbelt when you are driving on the expressway, even though you're sitting at the back seat. So that is some of the rules of driving in Japan. And of course, right now with this whole new normal lifestyle, Japan has also adopted to a brand new traveling style with all kinds of safety measurement in place. For example, the protective sheet or screens are put up at receptions and counters, and visitors are also required to wear masks and sanitize their hand when they enter a facility at all times. So to be honest, I arrived in Japan last March and I've been traveling nonstop, and I feel that I do really feel very safe traveling around because everybody is very caring, very considerate for other travelers. Also, all the hotels and restaurants, they adhere to social distancing rules. So yeah, I really don't really worry about anything. So yeah, so I think that we should still be able to enjoy traveling with peace of mind, even though we're in a very challenging situation right now. And Japan is always trying its best to provide super safe and comfortable environment for international travelers when the borders are open again. Okay, so are you ready? We are going on our tour. So, all right. So throughout this online tour, I'll be showing you guys different videos that I've taken during my tour. So here is one. for Tottori Prefecture. All right, the main attraction of Tottori Prefecture is, of course, the sand dunes. So it is a favorite spot for many travelers to take beautiful photos. And yeah, it's really hard to imagine that this scenery can be found in Japan. It's so exotic to me. I mean, sand dunes and the ocean, it's very, very surreal. Yeah, when I posted a photo, nobody believed that it's sand dunes in Japan. So actually, it's very interesting how the sand dunes are formed. So they are actually sand trapped at the beach over many years. And they're very important, acting as a barrier to protect the inland from bad weather such as hurricanes, strong wind, and storm that could cause severe damage. So yeah, it's definitely a natural resource that we have to protect. Alright, so at Tottori Sand Dune, you can also experience a very rare chance going on a camel ride. You can either take a photo with a camel or get on a quick ride along the sand dune and feel like you're maybe like an Arabian princess in Egypt. I don't know. Yeah, so nearby the sand dune, you might also spot fields full of beautiful purple flowers like this one. They are called Lasku no Hana in Japanese. They are actually Japanese scallion, the flowers of Japanese scallion. So if you have eaten Japanese curry before, you might have noticed the small onion, the white color onion on top of the Japanese curry. So they are actually pickled scallion bulb. It's called Lasku. So look out for it when you are near Tottori Sand Dunes. All right, so next up, we are going pear picking. So fruits picking in Japan is one of my favorite things to do. And we will be looking at another video. So this is Sango Garden near the Tottori Sand Dune, where you can pick fresh pear just off the branch. I recommend you to visit after the sand dune. They gave me such a big bucket, so I just take it. You know, you can pick as many as you want and eat to your heart's content. It's a pear buffet. And Tottori's pear is very big, very juicy, and very sweet. And typically the season starts in August, but depending on the species, you might be able to enjoy them until November. So that's me trying to peel the pear with a plastic fork. The skin is actually very thin, so it's very easy to peel. And the flesh is like a lot, like it's really delicious. That's me trying to eat it.
いただきます。so sweet. 美味しい。
It was really, really delicious.
Come to Sango Garden and get a free gelato. Mini gelato. For free.
So that's the free gelato you get when you go for pear picking in Sango, and you can also find fresh pear where you can buy to bring back home or bring back to your hotel.
Pear curry.
Pear curry. I have never tried it, so I don't know how it tastes like, but I would assume that it tastes a little bit sweet and sour and maybe perhaps refreshing. I think that is a good souvenir you can buy and bring back to your friends and family who cannot make it to Tottori Prefecture. All right, so next up, I know all of you must be drooling already because I am. So Tottori is the top producer of Japanese pear, and there are different kinds of species. So this is called Osho Pear, produced by Hirooka Farm. It has a pearly white dense flesh and very, very soft in texture. So the great news is if you're craving for some Japanese fruits, you can actually easily buy it from local supermarkets such as BIG, Village Grocer, Jaya Grocer, and Isetan. I'm not sure if all of them carry the pear, but you can go and look for Tottori's pear the next time you go grocery shopping. Okay, next up, we are going to continue our journey. And we are going to one of my favorite places in Tottori. Okay, so this is a very charming town called Misasa Onsen. Onsen means hot spring in Japanese. And we will also be looking at a video. All right, so other than sand dunes, Tottori is also home to a really charming hot spring town called Misasa Onsen. So this is the outdoor bath that you can actually see people just bathing in bright under the sky. But this is only for the male, so the female is indoor, so don't worry about it. Misasa Onsen in Tottori Prefecture. It's a really atmospheric old town full of traditional architecture. Right, this is the ryokan that I stay in Misasa Onsen. It's called Koraku. The dinner is amazing. I'll show you later. But right now, of course, we have the standard procedure to measure your temperature and also sanitize and all that before. That is my dinner of that day, staying in the ryokan. So Tottori is very famous for crab. You cannot leave Tottori without sampling their crab.
Oh, I can't even, it's crab, so much crab.
Right, so we were having crabs in 4 different ways, including steamed crab, grilled crab, crab tempura, and also shabu shabu crab. That's just too much crab. Look at the claw, is this big, okay? And the Japanese people are so considerate. They peel the crab leg for you, so all you need to do is just poke a fork and stick it into your mouth. I want to eat it now. Look at my happy face. All right, so at night you can also take a stroll at the onsen town nearby, onsen street, and I discovered a public foot bath. So this is called the Yakushi no Yu.
This is the foot bath at Misasa Onsen. It's deep in it. It's very hot.
Yeah, so the hot spring is actually very hot, but after a while you get used to it and it's very, very short, very comfortable. And that's one of my favorite things to do in winter time. Hot spring and foot bath. And also I discovered a really charming little light store. Guess what it is made of?
It's so beautiful. These are all made of washi paper. Lantern made of Japanese washi paper.
Very, very beautiful. I was very surprised in a small town like this. You get to find all sort of so-called intergenic spots for people who love taking photos. Misasa Onsen would be one of your favorite, I hope. Okay, so right now moving on, we are going to yet another attraction in Tottori Prefecture called the Tottori Hana Cairo Flower Park. So right here, you get to enjoy all sort of beautiful flowers and plants blooming all year round. So no matter which season you go, for sure you will get to enjoy beautiful, colorful flowers. So I will also have a video to share. So let's have a look. Now we are at Tottori Hana Cairo. Do you see the mountain behind? That's Mount Daisen. It's so red! Oh, it's super autumn feel. Oh, it was very good weather, sunny and breezy, just perfect. This is my favorite tree. It's called the hinoki. It's Japanese cypress. That's me trying to sniff the tree. I love the scent of hinoki, Japanese cypress. Oh, that's Mount Bison at the background. It's so fluffy and light. This is a secret garden that is only open for a limited time, and it's not mentioned anywhere, so only people who stumble upon it will find this garden. Let's go in and see what's inside. These little flowers are called cosmos in Japanese, and it's an autumn flower blooming in autumn season. All right, so that is Tottori Hana Cairo Flower Park. So no matter which season you go, you will be guaranteed beautiful sceneries. And these are the photos that I took a couple of years ago during springtime in April. And as you can see, cherry blossom blooming beautifully. All sort of pastel color flowers. It's my favorite. And on the right side, the photo, many people think that it's actually Mount Fuji, but that's Mount Bison that you see in the video earlier, and people call it the Tottori's Mount Fuji because of how similar it is. Okay, so all right, right now I would like to introduce some of Tottori's other attractions that I have been earlier in my private trips. So one of the places that I would like to introduce is the Kurashirakabe District. It has a very charming, nostalgic old-time charm. And here you can find a very famous site that makes all Malaysians go like, oh my God, which is the photo on the left side. I want you to focus on that. So I call it the longkang fish. You can find famous site like this. Of what looks like a river or what we call a big longkang in Malaysia actually have beautiful koi fishes swimming happily in it. So it proves just how clean and how clear the water in Japan is. So many of my Malaysian friends who come to Japan are very, very amazed by this. So they always take a lot of photos. And yeah, if you have a chance, please drop by this place called Kurashirakabe District. And another place that I would like to introduce is, I'm not sure if you like manga, but this town is dedicated to Detective Conan. I read some of the manga when I was young, so this is very, very nostalgic to me. They even have a JR station called the Konan station. So this is how, of a Detective Conan it is. So the author of Detective Conan is Aoyama Gosho, who was born in Tottori Prefecture. So this is his hometown, which is why they have the Detective Conan Museum right here. So you can visit the museum and find lots of Detective Conan related goods and manga translated in different kind of languages all around the world. So guess what? I actually found Bahasa Malaysia in some of the among the manga, so it's Malaysian version. So if you love Detective Conan, consider giving it a try. Also, Tottori is actually very known for its anime or manga related spots. So there is another place which I don't have a picture of, but it is called Mizuki Shigeru Road. So this place is very amazing. It's all about another manga called Gegege no Kitaro. So all the characters in the manga are yokai. So yokai means sort of like ghost or spirit monster in Japanese, but not in the very eerie way, but in a very adorable way. So you can find like ghost or adorable monster related characters all over the entire town. So yeah, it was one of my favorite places in Tottori. All right, so that's all for Tottori Prefecture. And right now we are moving on to Okayama Prefecture. So, all right. So the first place we will be going is the Kurashiki Bikan area, and I will be showing you a video. Let's see if it works. So yes, this is Kurashiki in Okayama Prefecture.
And I just bought this. It's a blue and gray strap. So this is gonna be my shopping bag for the day.
So it's very famous for canvas production.
So this is the most famous washi tape in Japan. It's called MT, and MT, guess what it means? It means masking tape. Born in Kurashiki City. This is the OG of masking tape.
Yeah, here you get to find all sort of beautiful design masking tape. If you love stationery, this is your heaven.
This is the Kurashiki limited version masking tape, and it has the townscape of the city. And this one is Momotaro. And they're also really cute ones. This must be delicious. Japanese souvenir.
So Kurashiki is where you get to enjoy very authentic traditional atmospheres such as this Kurashiki Canal, which is super photogenic.
There is a denim street at Kurashiki. Kurashiki Denim Street since 2014. It's a super Instagenic spot.
So everything on this street is blue.
So this looks really interesting, so I bought one. It's really blue, and it's very, very hot.
Yeah, that's our Malaysian pao. Very, very photogenic street. And this is the iconic canal in Kurashiki. I really recommend you to go and visit. Yeah, it's super beautiful. Yeah, I love this place. My favorite in Kurashiki. So, okay, if you are a fan of art, you can also visit the Ohara Museum of Art, the first ever museum in Japan to exhibit Western art. So if you appreciate the art of Picasso, El Greco, Kandinsky, you can enjoy many of their masterpieces here. So of course, the standard procedure, sanitize your hand, always sanitize your hand, and wear a mask before you enter a facility. And we are going to Korakuen Garden. So Korakuen Garden is one of the 3 most beautiful gardens in the whole of Japan. So imagine how famous it is within Japan. And also it's just a short walk from the famous Okayama Castle, which I will be introducing later on and showing you a video. So I recommend you to go to maybe a kimono shop nearby and rent a kimono and just stroll along the beautiful garden in your pretty kimono. And there is also a cafe that I would like to recommend. Over there at the Japanese cafe, they serve like really yummy curry with ebi fry. It's delicious. And the best thing is that you get a really amazing view of the Okayama Castle over the lake. So it's super nice. All right, so let's get to Okayama Castle. So right now we are going to Okayama Castle and let's watch a video. I'm popping out from a momo. Momo is what they call a peach in Japanese. So that's me walking from Korakuen Garden to the castle in my kimono and my guitar. Okayama is always sunny and I love it. And the weather is so good.
We have entered the Okayama Castle and we're going up. There is
a little bit of a long walk. Oh, staircase. But okay, I'm about to climb in my guitar, but let's do it. Yeah, I suspect they built a staircase so that the enemy won't go into the castle so quickly. So you can actually enter the castle. Okayama Castle is very special because it's a very rare black castle in Japan. Yep. You can enter the castle and go all the way to the top, and of course sanitize your hands, don't forget, wear a mask. So this time around you actually get a good view of Koraku Garden from over here. It's really beautiful. And this is another attraction called the Bizen-yaki pottery. So there is actually a place inside the Okayama Castle where you get to experience pottery called the Bizen-yaki. So I'm gonna make a little bowl. Stay tuned. That's me making my little bowl. I actually find pottery making very therapeutic. I'm very bad at art, to be honest, but I enjoy it. Look at my serious face. I was told like total concentration breathing, okay? Now it is completed, and you can actually sign your name at the bottom. So I signed Cheesie, #Cheesie in Okayama. All right. Okay, there is another place that, oh, I love this place. Okay, this is sort of like my secret place because it's hidden so deeply in Okayama Prefecture that it is best accessed by car. So, which is why I recommended a self-driving trip at the beginning of this session. And this secret place is called Fukiya Village. And we have another video. Enjoy. This is a very charming traditional town, and if you notice, you can see the entire town painted in a brownish reddish color called Bangara or Japan red. Look at this. This is the cutest post office I've ever seen. It's all painted in the Bangala color. You can see the post office sign, and it says Yoyogi, which means Fukiya post office. That's the post office. Really cute. And right now I'm going to experience dyeing Bengala color. And this is the little house that we are going. I chose a piece of scarf and I'm gonna dye this today. So let's go. It's really simple, so you basically just put it in. So to make it even, you scrunch it all over. Yeah, it's done. So you just dip it into the dye twice, and I'm ready to air dry it right now. Okay, so we are really lucky today because it's sunny and it's windy, so I think it will be ready in 30 minutes. So I just finished lunch and went back to the Bengata place and got my scarf. Woo! Ta-da! It's super beautifully dyed. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay, I really love it. I love the color because it's so natural and it's pretty impossible to replicate with artificial dye because the color is actually derived from copper mining, a technique used since the Edo period, which is like 400 years ago. It is used for dyeing and waterproofing woods and ship from water and fire. So it's a very traditional technique and it's a very traditional color in Japan. Okay, moving on. Right now, we are going to Okayama Prefecture, the last place I want to introduce with a video. It's the Hokubo Cosmos Field. Right, we will be watching a videos again. So this is not really a tourist spot. It's sort of like another secret spot of mine because it's seasonal. So in other season, it is but a normal peaceful park. But comes October each year, you can see the sea of pink flowers called the cosmos, and the Japanese call it the autumn cherry blossom formation.
I found a really beautiful cosmos garden. It's called the Cosmos Hiroba at Maniwa City in Okayama Prefecture. Oh, the cosmos are so tall and it's a perfect photo spot. I have never seen a cosmos as tall as me, taller than me actually. Look at this.
Sorry for my selfie. Cannot resist. It's just so beautiful. And again, Okayama is always sunny.
Okay, so remember the season to see full bloom cosmos is end of October. So plan your trip.
All right, so yes, plan your trip accordingly because if you want to see cosmos in autumn, you can come to Okayama in late October, remember. And it is called the autumn cherry blossom because of the reason it blooms in autumn and it's pink. All right, so here are some other attractions that I would like to share with you. I have been to all these places other than this trip on my personal trip. So here are some more secret places of mine in Okayama. Let's go. All right. So the first place I would like to introduce is the Yubara Onsen Village, yet another onsen village because I really, really love onsen. I went there with my friends and it was autumn. It's just the perfect timing around, I believe, end of October to early November, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, usually for autumn time, imagine like a super red or orange color, but this village has almost like a rainbow autumn feel because you see like deep purple, lilac, even like yellow and oranges in mix of green. So it's super, super beautiful and very surreal. And of course, there are many beautiful ryokan that you could stay and have a nice dinner. And what attracts me the most is the 100% outdoor hot spring. It's literally like a river. So basically, so since it's outdoor, it's actually a mixed bath. So for those of you who want to experience mixed bath, this is a good chance. And for female, you can just rent a bathrobe from your hotel or your ryokan and just deep inside the super healing onsen. And I love it. Yeah, it's just a really, really nice experience. Okay. So another place that I would like to introduce is the slide showing. Right, okay. So it is Kojima. So Kojima is a small town in Kurashiki City. Just now you have already seen Kurashiki City. Kurashiki is pretty big, so Kojima is part of it. And you have seen how the first pair of jeans is born in Kurashiki, and this is the exact town that it was originated from. And of course, you can go for shopping for different kinds of denim products. For me, I bought my 2 pairs of denim jeans and also some accessory. My name card holder is also from a brand called Betty Jeans from Kojima. And it is very, very good quality, made in Japan denim. So please go and shop your heart out. And of course, I also recommend you to take a super beautiful cruise along the Seto Ohashi Bridge in sunset. So it's absolutely stunning. And Okayama, like I said, is always blessed with very good weather. So you can see like beautiful sunset and blue sky all the time. So that is my recommendation. So, all right. And okay, we have come to the end of attraction recommendation, but still we have many things to share with you guys. For example, right now I'm going to show you some of the snacks that Okayama Prefecture produced. So there you go. This is called So, S-O-U, So. So means layer, and mini Kudo Lasku. This is how the Japanese shorten mini croissant rusk with layers. So it is So mini Kudo Lasku. I actually brought this home, brought this to my hotel last night, and I tried it. It was very, very nice. So we have different flavors. This is caramel, sugar butter, and garlic, yum. So I think that these could be a perfect snack for, I don't know, like Netflix time, since we are all stuck at home right now. So watch a movie, relax on the sofa, and actually for Malaysian, you can get it at Shojikiya, the Japanese food specialty store. So yeah, Shojikiya is actually one of my favorite places to go when I crave anything Japanese. There are lots of snacks and like other ingredients that you can buy. If you miss Japan, please go to Shojikiya and have a look. And for those of you who prefer to stay home, of course, Shojikiya also has an online website where you can go and shop for your favorite Japanese snacks and confectionery. So yes, mini kuro lasku so. All right, next up, I have another product to recommend. This is the Amazake from Yoyogi. So I have it with me right here. So do you guys know Amazake? So Amazake is one of my favorite beverages in Japan, and it is completely made of rice, koji, and rice. So it's a very healthy drink, and basically the taste is a little bit like sweet milk, but it's made of fermented rice. So basically, they say that it is highly nutritious and very good for your digestive system because it's fermented. And the Japanese ladies believe that it would give you very good skin. So it's a very popular beverage among the ladies in Japan. So this Amazake from Yoyogi is called the baby Amazake because of the bottle. They make the bottle a little smaller, and there is a really cute like animal motif on it. This is penguin, and this is a cow, and this is a cute panda. So for Yoyogi's Amazake, it actually contains no sugar, no preservative, and of course it's non-alcoholic, so it is suitable for your entire family to consume, including even small children. So since it tastes very sweet, which is very magical because there is no sugar used, so why? Apparently, the natural sweetness from Amazake is a result of rice fermentation process, making it sweet. So I'm sure like little kids would love it. And also, right, for people who are lactose intolerant, I also recommend using Amazake as a substitute. Sometimes I add like powder to mix it. It's really, really delicious. So look out for Yoyogi's baby Amazake at Shojikiya. So remember, for those of you who prefer to stay home, you can also log on to Shojikiya's online website and shop for your favorite Japanese food. Okay, so next up, and for those of you who want to know more about Japan, you can use your smartphone and scan this QR code. This is the QR code to my Instagram account. I upload daily content about Japan traveling, culture, history, everything about Japan. So if you love Japan like me, please follow me, and I'll be happy to share everything I know with you guys. And of course, other than the places that I have already introduced in this seminar, there are more. I mean, Japan is just so amazing, right? It's endless, like so many amazing places to explore. Just Tottori and Okayama alone, I have created two hashtags, hashtag Cheesie in Tottori and hashtag Cheesie in Okayama. You can go to these two hashtags and find out about all the places I have been to that I might not have mentioned in this presentation. So that is all for today. I'm really happy for all the winners and thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully I'll be hosting more seminars like this in the future. So thank you very much. And I hope you guys a very good weekend in Malaysia. So goodbye.